This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go here in Inglewood. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Set. Ready.
Another run here with Hampton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Charger first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 31 yards. First and 10.
Lion. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Delta, hut. Home trips right. Back. Go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. That's McConkey. Touchdown, LA. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. of the game for Josh Jacobs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Throwing is Nix. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught by Bryant. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Broncos.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's Jacobs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
We're trying to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Motion the slot man left. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. 1st down, Broncos.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Flushed to his left. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Quickly to the outside and complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 33 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
We are through one. The Chargers out to the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here comes Hampton on the toss right. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Now it's Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Now, Herbert. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And a special moment as the rookie catches his 1st NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his 1st career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
And in motion is Ingram. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now, Jacobs. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
To return, it's Shaheed.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Set. Ready.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And the Chargers.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. On and left side. It's caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Run! Grenade. Set.
A run between the tackles for Hampton. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set. Why did it hunt? Why did it hunt?
Play action now. It's Herbert. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue. Because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Back to throw is Nix. He'll air it out down the middle. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there is a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board. And there's an element of instincts. There's an element of understanding offensive game plan. And then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Pat Bryant, the target there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On first down, Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Set. 380. Clear out. 380. Clear out. Let's go. Let's go. Set.
Now Herbert. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Nix now on first and 10. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. It's second down.
So something they teach these defenders, and especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, The defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Herbert now on first down. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That is a big play for LA. 31 yards. Herbert now on first down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
At the 14-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Lion.
Hampton going to get it on the zone read. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
10 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Go.
First and goal.
To throw, it's Herbert. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, LA. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. Throw it here on first down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Set. Go.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now return coming from the 7. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he did not want to go down. Good running, manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Nix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Dallas screen set up for ETN. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down. Man in motion is Ingram. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Nix. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. The linebacker, Jonathan Cooper, on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
2nd and 7.
Set. 380. What is it?
They'll go again with Hampton, and he'll be brought down right around the 40. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Set. Delta. Set.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And in motion is Ingram.
70 Lion. Set, go.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 32-yard line.
Set. 380. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Set. Delta. Set. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Set. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Hampton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, but then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's got another one. That's McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will extend this third quarter lead.
Chargers 35, Broncos 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Begin here on the ground. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tarheeb still there for the stop. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second down and 6 now from the 26. They'll stick with him again. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle on intention on Morrison. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff here, up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground.
Another carry for the running back. Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Nick's gonna throw for it. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Willie Gay.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Set.
On the ground, Hampton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there, and the Chargers have the first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Set. Hold the troops right. Set.
On first down, right back to Hampton. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Set. Wide end. Wide end.
Another run here with Hampton. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Here's Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike. And give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Set.
Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Motion. Go.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Drive will start on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Big on Finley on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a toss, right side. And he will be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee. Following the penalty, he'll run it. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 31. 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd
and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Nix. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.